All right, I'm gonna start the tunes and walk out the door. All right, folks, we just got a hub fresh out of the oven, and I'm going to remove these bearings with a bearing puller. Blind bearing puller to be exact, and this thing is hot. All right, let's see if we can't get this baby done, shall we? Let's start with the little one first. Hopefully it comes out with the little spacer along with it. So let's thread this baby in and get to town, shall we? All right, so you're gonna find the right size. Fits in there, but it won't fit through the other part. I have it set up already. So what you want to do is you want to find the spacer in there, bottom it out on there. So let's get it threaded in here. This one bottoms all the way out, and that's okay because the spacer, it does one of these. So this is enough right here where once I started whacking on it, haha, that sounded bad, huh? But once I start pulling it, it'll catch, because it can't come out of the bearing. All right, so let's thread this baby on up in there. Hey, that's a good spot for it. Okay, let's thread that in there. Let's hurry up before this thing cools down. Actually, it won't cool down in here because I'm in Phoenix, so it's 109 outside. Alright, now we can just pull this thing a few times and it. That guy's in there. Last one pulled out. It's coming, I think. You gotta watch it so you don't smack your get your skin caught in between here too, because that hurts. All right, I did that twice and that's fucking hurting. So we're gonna not do that again. I'm getting tired, but the key is you don't want to hit this back down here again. You want to time it so that you can get it to go down here and then pull it back out. Once you hit this, it goes back the other way. There it goes. There it comes. Woo! There, see, the reason why that takes so much is because I got the spacer along with it. All right. Woo! That dog was in there. So now what we can do, these have to come out this way too, because see, they have on each side there is a ridge. That's where the bearing bottoms out on. So each one goes in through the front of itself respectively. So this is the front of this. This is actually the back of the hub, but the front of this bearing cylinder right here, this bearing bore, I guess that's what it is. This bearing bore right here, this will be the front of this one. And now this one needs to come out this way. So you can't just pound them all through. I've heard of people ruining these, mangling them with a press. They try to press these bearings out. They're like, it's gonna come out. Well, No, it doesn't. Because you'll just mangle the shit out of this thing. Anyway, now look. Now you can see this bearing is exposed. So now all we got to do is back this guy off a million miles, which I should have had that set up, huh? You notice these wheel hubs right here, they are aluminum. You don't want to damage them, so I put the soft jaws in there. Anyhow, now you want to secure this guy. This is kind of tricky too because these soft jaws want that guy to pop up. Here, let's switch hands. Alright. Hold it down while we're driving. Just want to get it secure enough in there. Alright, we got a little security. Alright, so now we can start popping this guy out. It's coming. But this guy has loosened up a bit for some reason because of the soft jaws. You know, you could probably put a rag or something on each side of this. It'd be a little more secure. Which is probably what I should have done. This will get the job done. It just takes a little bit longer because I got to re-secure it. And I for sure don't have any marks on it. Alright. There, now we're solid. There it comes. Might even be out. It might just be hitting on the bottom of the vise. If it's not, I don't need the vise any longer. We can pop that dog right on out of there. And it's hot, so make sure, remember, came out of the oven. Don't forget that. Oh yeah, see, look at that. We don't need that anymore. What we can do now is close it up. Just enough to, there we go. We don't need much. It's gonna pop right out of there now. Boom! That's the magic sound. Ting! Means you got metal with nothing in it. And there you have it. Got yourself a bearing. And you want to make sure, I know which way this goes now because this is obviously, when you put it back together, this side needs to fit in back in the way it came. So make sure you keep it oriented like this. And then when you put that back together, you'll be able to remember how it goes because obviously the small end goes on the small side and the larger end goes on the large side. And then this guy, small end goes on the small side of the bearing and the large end goes on the large end of the bearing. So I guess you could remember that. But if you keep them together, then you will never forget. Anyhow, peace out.